Volleyball Federation, you don't count the subs for the liberos. Vander Weide snuck it inside the block. Omaha does well to dig it out. Nuneviller looking for high hands, got him, and that's another kill for Brooke.
Quick twitch, and she's around 4th in the league in digs.
And that is an ace serve by the Supernovas, who have come all the way back to knock things up at 19. In the entire league. Nuneviller puts it down, and Brooke Nuneviller is feeling some kind of way here late in set 1.
Valentine Anderson going down to her knees to get that set right to Brooke Nuneviller's shoulder, who swings nice and high, really strong to that 6th position.
5 kills on 11 swings in this opening set for Brooke. Vander Weide, a turn back. Brown tried to shove it to the corner. Vander Weide dug up and out by Brooke Nuneviller, and Orlando leads once again 21-20. Again, a reminder to claim a set in volleyball. It's first to 25, win by 2. If you don't lead by 2 at the 25 mark, we'll go beyond. Back row, Payne missed the sideline. Point Orlando.
The Omaha Supernovas run through the back row attack very often, whether on that BIC or on that D ball. Kelsey Payne rarely misses that swing.
Coach Bird went so far, Madison, to call it Omaha's alpha.
And I love
Allison Witten, who Omaha ran a 2 libero system. They've since gone to a 1 libero system, and Witten comes in as a serve sub. And hey, if she digs a ball or 2 and it looks good, she says, we'll keep her in there defensively. In 21. Cooper puts it down in a hurry. 3rd kill of the first set for Reagan Cooper.
Last season, Reagan Cooper was named PVF's Rising Star Award.
Big swing there by number 8 for Omaha, trimming the lead to 1. High reach for Anai, and that's good enough. The off-speed shot falls, and Orlando has arrived at set point.
Adora Anai has 8 kills, hitting almost 500. That hitting efficiency from an outside is as elite as they come.
Shampoo Goodpard back to serve. Out of the middle. Poor dug by Yosea. Opportunity here for Orlando. Abercrombie and the Valkyries claim set 1, 25-22.
The Valkyries in system and had really clean touches on the ball.
Yeah, as good a start as you can imagine if you're a fan of Orlando, taking on the reigning champs, the Supernovas, as we get back underway here in set number 2. It's Adora Anai with kill number 10. And Madison, just to follow up your thought on Anai's first set, I'm going to go back to the Valkyrie sitting there as well. It's great to make the move down to the floor this season here in Orlando. Kayla Caffey with an off-speed tip out of the middle. Abercrombie swats it off the block. Nuneviller, sharp angle out of system. Anai rises and fires. Cooper back row. Schwann, heavy cross. Opportunity here for the Valkyries. And out of the middle, it's Natalie Foster.
During the entirety of that play, I was just thinking, man, I love volleyball. It is so much fun to watch. And what's fun about this rally is I think
calls her own number at Grand Rapids. So when you look at hitters, she is the most efficient hitter in the league so far. And what a swing that was by Kayla Caffey.
That was an out.
Nice first ball contact there by Shannon Scully. Back row Cooper, dug by Scully, overpass though, and Orlando cleans that ball up at the net. Whew. That was interesting.
Coach Amy,
very easy player to play with. She doesn't ask for much, and Naudi Valentine Anderson is the type of setter that she wants to help you as best as she can. How much is the fact that she's okay with whatever set, even if it's not where she wants it to be. How much might that loom into some of those misconnections?
You know, I totally appreciate that, and I can definitely empathize with that, because when I was a player, I also was, you know what, no, my fault, like I can swing at anything. So I think taking accountability and then stepping up and communicating more is definitely the next part of her game.
Service error there by Brittany Abercrombie. Lead at 4 for Orlando. The Valkyries got out of the gates really strong against Taiba Hanif Clark's San Diego Mojo. A straight set sweep in the league opener in week 1. And they've gotten off to a strong start in every match, just haven't been able to sustain it to the same success. But they have made all the hustle plays, all the effort plays so far. That ball too hot to handle for Shannon Scully. That's a nice swing by Omaha. I believe that was Nunaviller who came in there and dropped the cannon.
And that's how much Omaha runs through their back row. They were setting Kelsey Payne in the back row, and then they went to Brooke Nunaviller.
Nunaviller, Payne, and Reagan Cooper all comfortable from the back row. Brittany Abercrombie is comfortable from the back row as well. She hammers that D ball home.
Brittany Abercrombie, you already said it, but she tied the PVF 5-set record for kills with 30 kills. She can rack up some major points, and it's because she can paint any area of the court with that swing.
4-point lead for Orlando. Good first ball there off 1 foot. Horde. An eye. Dug in the back row by Nunaviller, but a net violation called against Omaha. Point to the Valkyries.
The Valkyries hit 415 in the first set. Here in the second set, they're hitting 467. The offensive efficiency is on full display for Orlando.
An aggressive serve there by Courtney Schwann. And Madison, Amy Pauley was challenging her team. Bring the height of the serve down instead of it floating up high, even above the level of the antenna.
Yep, yesterday at practice, they practiced making their serves more flat under the second red stripe on the antenna, if you can see that from your TV screen.
So they have really been taking that to heart. They've caught the tape a few times, but it has worked out just the same so far in this match. Abercrombie induces the overding. Scully runs it up to Goodpard. Brown dug. And Cooper tools Kaz Brown. Smart swing by Reagan Cooper out at the pin number 8.
And the defenses on both sides are why we have such long rallies. Gomez for Omaha puts herself in the perfect position, squares those hips to the attacker, and keeps the play alive for Reagan Cooper to get the kill.
Nati Valentine Anderson back to serve. 3 attackers in the front row for Omaha. An eye tips it over the top of the block and found the open space on the Terraflex.
That tip barely cleared the net, and that's how much confidence Adora Anai has in her ball control and her vision. She sees the block up and pressed and knows she can just give it a little tap and it'll get the kill.
Service error there by Kaz Brown, too hot through the back. Lead down to 3 momentarily here for Orlando. That'll send Reagan Cooper back to serve, who coming into this match has 8 aces on the season. She had 8 all of last year. Nunaviller off the top of the block. An eye goes to the tip once more, picked up by Nunaviller, and Cooper off balance, rolls it over. Nothing off balance about that swing by Natalie Foster.
Across the last 2 matches, Natalie Foster had a breakout week with back-to-back season highs to finish with 21 kills throughout those 2 matches. And not only is she racking up some points, she's doing it extremely efficient.
Yeah, she has burst onto the scene in a big way for Orlando. This is an extended service rotation for Shampoo Goodpard. And that just put an end to it. Reagan Cooper out of the back row with their right side pain, Madison.
And that's one of the parts of their offense that needed to get going and to heat up. So I like the decision to switch up the setters, get new chemistry on, and see how they handle it.
Out of the middle, Natalie Foster puts another ball down. That's another kill for number 13.
When speaking with Coach Bird earlier today at Serve and Pass, she said their greatest weakness is if their block isn't established. I'm talking about the Omaha Supernovas now. She said if our block isn't established, that's when we're not playing to our full potential. And I think right now they're moving on their block. They don't have a good read, and that's what's causing this lead.
Yeah, she said their defense starts with their block, and it just has not been cooperating with them, at least so far in this match. Speaking of cooperating, friendly bounce off the top of the tape there for Omaha, and at this point in time, they're being in it on the attack. That'll send Kendra Waite back to serve. Nice ball there by Adora Anai. Abercrombie dug, and she could not navigate that block. So the little pieces need
the lineup, put some new faces in, and Londot, that just shows how much depth she has on her side too, and she's using it.
Speaking of Londot, there she is with the big block. Timeout Orlando. Londot giving the Supernovas a boost. They've trimmed the lead to 7. The Omaha Supernovas trying to extend the second set. They've done a good job of it. Coach Bird bringing in some fresh faces. Kendra Waite back to serve is one of those who checked in recently. Brittany Abercrombie has been a factor from the start for Orlando, and that's another kill. Number 2. Ford, dug by Schwann. Abercrombie put an end to set 1. Not yet. Londot, dug by Schwann. Out of system, Anai tipped, picked up by Londot. And that finds the back line. Omaha gritty and battling here late in set 2, just trying to find ways to scratch off points and stay in the set. So far, so good.
And the Supernovas rookies are really stepping up. They have a young team. They have a pro debut of 8 rookies in 2025, and they're all stepping up.
7 of whom were playing college just this past season. Nunaville, dug by Schwann. Abercrombie off the block and out. Brittany Abercrombie puts an end to set 1 and set 2 for Orlando, who races out to a 2-set-0 lead.
I was surprised to see she had 10-2. She's very poised and kind of a sneaky attacker.
That was tight to the net. Good decision there by Waite to go ahead and dump it over and see if she can't get Orlando scrambling. Great defense by Gomez. Schwann, smart shot over the block and down.
Courtney Schwann just needs to be on the court. Her defense, first of all, her ball control is almost as elite as they come. She was in that 4 area, nice pass on the ball by her, good read, and then she went back to what she knows.
Courtney Schwann. Cooper. Targeted on serve, receive, and goes on the attack. How about another pancake by Gomez? No digging that one up, though. There's the block for Orlando.
Gomez is so much fun to watch. First of all, she's really fast, moving forward really quickly. And then the block for Orlando is an absolute wall. The timing is correct.
There you go. I jumped ahead of the stat feed. Orlando has, in fact, doubled their block count in this set alone. Out of the middle, Natalie Foster. Boy, she has looked so incredibly offensive already this season. And with that swing, nowhere close until maybe toward the end when Omaha chipped into what had been as large as a 10-point lead for the Valkyries. And this is a set that Omaha largely controlled early. But Orlando finds themselves in front 14-12. What a set by Goodpard. That attack goes wanting, but gracious,
wow.
What a ball that was.
Back row to front row, pin to pin, over her shoulder, not even looking. I mean, that is incredible. She kept her weight behind it, used that power to push it all the way to the pin.
Schwann finds the back corner.
We talked about Courtney Schwann's offense. She's got 6 kills, hitting .267. Defensively, 14 digs in this 3-setter so far, leading the team in digs.
Foster. Cooper Dug by Foster. The Orlando bench exploded when the middle came up big on defense, and then the Valkyries transitioned out of it, Mads.
You know that has to feel so good by Nat over the place, giving her team her all.
I don't know if we can track that for everybody in the league, but I guarantee you she's got to be close to the top in pancakes per set. Off 1 foot, there's Kaz Brown. And you just feel like Orlando is applying more and more pressure, and Omaha continues to bend until there's an open gap, and then the Valks make them pay.
Exactly, there's a hole in the block. Kaz Brown so good off 1 foot, takes advantage and gets the kill.
And with that, Orlando leads by 5, closing in on perhaps a straight set win. Valkyries have established a 5-point lead in this third set, a must-win set for the Omaha Supernovas here in Central Florida. Back row Nunaville. Off speed Abercrombie, and the Supernovas scratch that ball across. That's tight. Londot just gives it a shove. Look at Yosia. Boy, Omaha put an end to that rally, but it has been hard for the Supernovas to put balls down against Orlando today.
And one of the reasons why is because of how balanced Shampoo is running this offense. She's got the D-ball possibility, the outside to Courtney Schwann, the middle to Kaz Brown, who can go off of 1 foot or 2 feet in front of the setter or behind, and then Adora Nye in the back row. So all of the options that the Valkyries have are making it difficult for the Supernovas to block, but not there. That was a great read, very disciplined, nice strong hands over the net.
Coach Bird going deeper into the bench. Phoebe Awulea checking in now for Omaha. Abercrombie gives it a shove. Back row Cooper. Dug by an eye. Abercrombie dug by Waite. This will be an out-of-system ball for Londot. Once again, out-of-system for Londot. And there's another block for Omaha. They say their defense starts with the block, and it is coming up big here over the last handful of points to cut the lead to 3. Volleyball Federation champions. And that service error by Reagan Cooper puts the Valkyries in the red zone. The final 5 points of a particular set. Courtney Schwann serves. Nunaville, cross, picked up by Yosia. Nobody there to cover for Orlando, and that is block number 3 for Londot.
And Omaha has 3 blocks in this set. Those 3 blocks have come in the last 4 points. So the block has really locked in. They're moving very quickly side to side. They're closing the blocks and not having a lot of holes, and that was one of the things that the Valkyries were taking advantage of, was all that space in the block. Well, that's not there anymore.
And I'll give all of you at home a little tip. When you do play-by-play in color, you kind of live moment to moment, so the short-term memory isn't always the greatest. I can assure you that 2 of those blocks were Londot. I don't know about the 3rd, but she has been impressive. I don't know what the final stat line is going to be for Emily Londot, but I think she has made her case.
A lot of room to drive it down the line.
That is kill number 16 for Brittany Abercrombie off the right. Anai, who serves, has 13 of her own. Londot, back row, turn back. Second effort for Londot, who goes off speed, picked up by Abercrombie. Out of the middle, Foster, dug by Gomez. Cooper into the net. And Orlando has arrived at match points. What this could mean for the Valkyries moving forward. Londot That has been the hot hand here over the last set and a half.
It's a nice aggressive swing by Londot on that D ball out of the back row. She swings really strong, has a whole lot of power. And Odora Anai is a little sucked up on defense, maybe a little too shallow, and that ball got away from her.
Witten into serve. Foster and Orlando sweep the Supernovas.
Huge win for the Orlando Valkyries. Offensively, this was their most efficient match so far this season. Defensively, it was absolutely beautiful to watch. Great win for the Orlando Valkyries, who now move 3-4.
Madison, as we put a wrap on this one, it's interesting to me. I was here for Orlando's open house.